weird thing. I just came back from Vancouver, right? And I just sit beside the biggest guy on the plane. And okay, I don't want to make fun of a guy for being big, but he a regular person had, so you know it was his own fault. So what happened, in the middle of the night, this guy wanted to go to the washroom, and I was sleeping, right? And I just woke up to him straddling me. And he leans in and he goes, I didn't want to wake you, man. You just made this so sexual. And I'm trying to wiggle out, but now I'm just motorboating. I'm like, and he's like, I can't. And I'm like, someone help. And then the stewardess is like, sir, let him by. And I'm like, I'm not participating. You want to get by, you gotta pay the fee. My plate, my rules. Do a jihad on these titties. Just pop up with a milk mustache. First world problems. Marthas, people always say that, like, first world problems. I'm like, this is where I live. I'm not gonna have third world problems. If I was on stage right now, like, my hut's leaking, you'd be like, why do you live in a hut? Psychopath. Like, it's just unrelated. If I'm motorboating a guy, I can't be like, well, at least we have running water! Right? It's unrelated. Like, if you're gonna say first world problems, at least say them all. This would be a first world problem. I have a wife and she fucks all my friends and I want to kill her, but I can't because it's not India, and I'm like, first world problems. Just me sitting there with a bucket full of stones and no one to legally throw them at. Problems. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, in China there's a building called Foxconn where so many employees committed suicide out the window they put up nets out to catch them. Can you think of a worse way to not die? You're having a bad day at work and you're like, that's it, I'm gonna commit suicide, I'm ending this. Then you jump out the window and then nothing but net. And then you gotta do the awkward walk of shame back to your cubicle. Jim, you try to commit suicide again? That's coming out of your lunch break. Unless we have a netting fee. Second world problem. I had a weird first world problem the other day. So someone texted me a joke, and then I wrote back, ha ha ha, and then my phone corrected it to ha ha, as if my phone was like, I don't know if we liked it that much. Your human brain might have enjoyed it. I think phones are just mad because of all the dick pics. You guys know. You guys sending dick pics? The three guys, no dick pics? They're old-fashioned. They send out mailed-out Polaroids of their dick. Because a dick pic says, I want to come to your house and have sex with you. A mailed-out Polaroid says, I'm already in your house. Look in the background, that's you sleeping. I'm the guy in the balaclava. I take all my dick pics, flaccid dick, legs behind my head, Oakley sunglasses. How I do it. If your girl ever comes home drunk and wants to have sex and for any reason you say no, girls turn into Harvey Weinstein, like, very quickly. Very quickly, women are like, if you ever want to work in this town again. And then you're just auditioning for the role of man trying to sleep. You gonna tell this one loud right now? No? She's having a conniption right now? Because I won't talk to her. You might as well fucking get it over with. Then you're just a guy that fucks bad and sleeps good. Nothing wrong with that, boys. Hey, you know what I mean? And then in the morning, this lady who won't shut up, she'll be like, that was only 2 minutes. And you're like, that was 2 hours. You have a drinking problem. Okay.
You are correct in that, but I'm just saying, I only attempt to have sex.
Pretty reasonable to stop the show for that, huh?
I only attempt to have sex with him 2 times before he goes to sleep.
Can you imagine a dude being in courtroom? I only tried twice. Everybody knows 3 times a rape. Everybody knows that. Everybody in the world knows that.
I drug him.
You drug him? What do you drug him with?
Salad.
That is a pretty good plan as a woman, because he has sex with another woman. He's like, guess it only gets hard for her, you know? But you're like a low-key, a drunk genius, idiot savant. He's literally, anytime he would have sex with another woman, she's like, it'll never get hard like it did with that drunk fucking whore. Like, final comments, then we're gonna finish up.
I only gave him drugs 2 times.
Take that back? You can't take back a verbal confession. It's like in court being like, yes, I did punch her, but you know what? Can we rewind a second? Girls have 2 drunk modes, which is, this is my song, and what are you looking at? And I'll say one final thing about your drugging addiction, and I actually read, it's funny to hear a girl drugging guys, because it's usually the other way around. When I was in Vegas, they were saying girls should put coasters on their drinks, because it said all these people were putting pills in drinks. And there was an article that said David Blaine, the magician, was putting pills in girls' drinks. Isn't that fucked up? And I was like, that is super fucked up. But also, I was like, if David Blaine, the #1 magician, does want to put a pill in your drink, I don't know if the coaster is going to make that big of a... In that situation, David Blaine could be date raping all of us right now, you know what I mean? And we'd all just wake up tomorrow morning, cough out the condom, just what the fuck? It'd be attached to another condom, they just keep coming. The end of it's a consent form that you signed? Blaine! There was an entire era of dating where girls were shaving off their eyebrows, then drawing on new eyebrows. Do you remember? And no guy liked it, but we still all went on dates with you like nothing out of the ordinary here. Just on a date with Mrs. Potato Head currently. Can you imagine before a date, if I shaved off my beard, then drew on a new one with Sharpie? Just showing up some zigzags. Fuck it, I'm a Middle Eastern DJ tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Not a chance. We can't even wear a toupee without it being weird, but girls can wear 2 eyelash toupees, and that's acceptable. I remember the first time I saw a girl's eyelash on my pillow, and you're just like, what just happened? Either this woman is dying, or I just fucked her eyelash off. It's one of the 2. Hey, either she's sick or I'm sick. It's one of the 2. We're kind of tricked so easily, though. I feel like it bothers normal girls sometimes, because girls can have fake tits, eyebrows, and hair, and every dude's just like nice and natural. And normal girls are like, you can't tell, it's all fake. And we're like, shut up, no lips. That's what a woman looks like now. The Kardashians made a few updates. And one of the greatest marketing moves in history, kind of, right? Kardashians are like, remember supermodels? Now it's gonna be a little short troll. Looks like her face was stung by all the bees. And it worked. Because they got black guys on board. That's how you change culture. Not even in a weird way. Black guys were like, we think the Kardashians are hot. And white guys were like, I think that too now. Black guys can be like, we're doing shoes on the wrong feet, and white guys are like, if that's the deal, that's the deal. I'm not here to argue with basketball players and rappers about what's hot. We just get tricked. Dude, that's probably happening in every culture of the world, too. There's probably some tribe in Africa where the girls have all the long necks with the rings, and all the African bros are like, yo, you see the fucking neck on... All their wives are like, you can see the rings, you idiots. And they're like, no one's talking to you, no-necked bitches. We're looking at necks right now. What God intended. We're gonna talk about race now. Deal with it, white boy. There's a guy who worked at JP Morgan, and his boss was forcing him to let her give him head. Which is, he's married too, right? Is there any guys in here who think you could sell that story to your wife? Where you came home and you're like, you're not gonna believe what this bitch did today. She comes over and then starts sucking me off. Obviously, I have no choice. And can you believe she did that to us? I guess we need a lawyer. And she's like, I think you need a lawyer, divorce lawyer. Fuck. And then it turns out he was kind of lying, I think it looks like. Is there anyone here who's ever fucked their boss for a promotion as a man? You did? You're like, yeah, my foreman, Bill. $50 an hour more. 50 cents an hour more. What happened? You had a female boss? So don't you have to tell me what the company was, but what industry? Cannabis. Cannabis? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, what'd you say?
We envy you, sir.
Fucked my way up to marijuana barista. Started in the bud room, fucked my way all the way up to the till. That's so funny. So, and was there a promotion between you and someone else and you fucked her and then she gave you the promotion?
No, technically she got let go, so I got promoted.
This is a true American patriot right here. Oh, you fucked her so good you became her. The only people I've ever heard of males fucking their boss is pool boy. I actually met a pool boy one time and I was like, have you ever had sex with any of the women? He goes, I have a couple times. And it was like a woman that was like 90 years old. Or something like that. And he goes, she just started showing her tit to me. And then I had sex with her. And I'm like, you didn't have to fuck her though, right? And he was like, as a pool boy, you kinda do though. The game's the game. I took a pool boy oath to sling tarp and dick, you know. That's the pool boy code. You just go down on her like you're cleaning a gutter. There's also some leaves in there.